Alright everybody, I hope you're doing well. I'm just getting comfy with my MP5 and want to talk about a company that makes accessories for these guns that I don't think gets a lot of attention. This is my SBR SP5 from HK. It's got a collapsing stock on it. And I wanted to talk about Gibbous Outfitters. It's a guy who makes 3D printed parts and accessories for night vision equipment, helmets, and MP5 accessories, including handguards and light mounts, which is kind of what I'm talking about here. I will be trying out other products from Gibbous Outfitters, but I know a lot of people who want to do an MP5 platform don't know how to mount a light to it. They don't want to do an M-lock handguard or some kind of heavy thing. This is a elegant solution, and I think it works very well. I will be trying out the other flashlight mounting handguard, but for now I'm very happy with this one. This is the light clamp and the pressure switch handguard for the SP5. He makes a K model stuff as well, but I have the full size. So what this is, it's a clamp that attaches to a mod light. This is the 18350 mod light, so it's a small one, and it's form fitted around the front sight base. So if you can see, it clamps around, so you can still use your irons. It attaches here to a titanium bracket, so it's 3 30-second button head screws that clamp onto a titanium bracket that's integral to this clamp, and the screws pass through this little clamping thing and straight into your mod light, which has the threaded holes to take the machine screws. Originally I had gotten the one that takes the Surefire switch up on top. I actually cut it off and just used this one now. I think if you order it with this in mind, it's the one that has no button, so it's got a name. I can't remember if it's light delete or whatever, but I just went ahead and modified it myself, no problem, because I found that I still want to be able to use my iron sights in case of an emergency, and having my thumb in the way kind of wasn't good for me. So what this is, it has this is a UE7 tape switch and tail cap from Surefire, goes into the mod light and feeds into a series of wire clips that are inside here, so it feeds down, holds tight to the handguard so it's not really touching the barrel at all, and then feeds out through here, and your Surefire switch is right here, so if you just press it with your finger, your flashlight turns on, and it's really elegant. Gets the light up out of the way, so when I get my Omega 9K, I'll be able to just, do the 3-lug attachment, and I'll have my suppressor here, and my flashlight will be out of the way, and I'll have no problem. I'll probably end up getting, at some point, in the future, this is a good solution, but he also makes a modification on the Surefire handguard with the flashlight underneath. He actually makes one that sits the flashlight a lot lower, so that if you have a suppressor with a maximum diameter of 1.6 inches, you can attach even using a 3-lug. Most of the time, if you have the Surefire handguards and you want to do a suppressor, you have to use the threads, and even then you got to use the small flashlight heads. This kind of takes care of it. I could still use my mod light, no problem. It just fits into the handguard. It just needs a mod button and I think a 4.5 inch 4.5 inch mod button, and then a Surefire tail cap. But other than that, pretty much the basic setup that you have here, just underneath. And I think at some point I'll switch to that, because I predict that if I'm using my flashlight and I get a bunch of smoke and stuff, I'm gonna have the flashlight catching all that smoke instead of being able to see through it. So, but again, this is a good solution for now. It's a very good, easy to use. I'm holding the gun naturally and being able to turn my flashlight on. So if you don't know about this guy, it's Gibbous Outfitters. Takes about, I think, a week for him to produce it right now and ship it out. I got mine a while ago and I've been completely happy. One kind of critique I have, and it's not really a problem, is that the handguard does kind of doesn't really wiggle because I have to squeeze the gun to do that. You don't really notice it when it doesn't like rattle. So if I'm twisting it side to side, there's no movement. It just squeezes up. No big deal. I've seen regular MP5 handguards that also squish in, but that's just one thing. If you're like gotta have precision fit or whatever, it won't squeeze all the way up and come off or anything like that. It's really actually well designed. It fits perfectly. There's just that little bit of squish, no problem. I think it's an excellent solution, and I really like it for being able to use my flashlight. There you go, with my MP5, and still being able to use my iron sights. So that's that. This is my SP5 from H&K. Excellent gun, superb, shoots great, shoots like a dream. And yeah, so go check out Gibbous Outfitters. This isn't a paid sponsor thing or anything like that. I just think the guy makes really cool stuff. I will probably at some point get the handguard with the flashlight under it, like I said, because when I get my suppressor, I'll not want all that smoke blowing up in the way of my flashlight beam. I want the beam underneath of it so that it doesn't become a fog. So yeah, if you don't have one, get an SP5. Bye.